Good day everyone, my name is Arslan and welcome to my first Blender video. Today we're going to be making a realistic coffee mug inside Blender. I am a civil engineer and I'm a 3D designer and a visualizer. My main expertise is in Autodesk Revit, but I've always been in love with Blender. I don't know why, but and now I think I've got a hold on this program. This is extremely powerful and I love it. So make sure to stay tuned with me in my Blender journey, and let's make it fun. I'm going to show you all the things that are possible in this program. It's extremely powerful. So let's start with our realistic coffee cup. This is going to be the first modeling video, and I'm going to say whatever shortcuts I do so that it's easier for you to follow. And this video is even good for the beginners and the moderate users. Maybe there's a few things that you can learn from my workflow. So let's quickly get started. So there are a few ways of making coffee cups inside Blender. In my case, I'm going to be using the Bezier curve. So let's quickly get started with this, and which is Shift A and curves, and oops, that's wrong. Shift A, curves, and Bezier, and G and Z, and rotate Y 90 degrees. This is our curve. We are going to make a profile and then we are going to rotate it. So let's go to our edit mode of our Bezier curve. Let's rotate this, and if you want to align this, so it's going to be shift no, it's going to be scale shift Z and 0, and it's going to be aligned on the z-axis. In our case, we want it to be aligned on the y-axis. So let's press back and scale shift Y and 0. So it is aligned, and G and Z to bring it down. So we're gonna trace the profile, right? And so GY, GZ, and rotate, scale it down, and GZ, GY, rotate, GY again, Z. Alright, so extrude, scale it a little bit, scale that again, and extrude and scale it small. Alright, so again let's just scale it small to fix our profile. Same case with this, G and Y. I think that's fine for now. Once your concepts are clear, so then the more time you spend on the modeling, the better it is gonna get. And rotate. If you want to align the axis, so again scale shift Z and 0, and it's going to be aligned to the z-axis. So this is a profile that we have made. Let's go back. Let's get out from our edit mode, G and L and X, and let's select our profile and let's go to modifiers and let's add a screw modifier and x-axis. So this is our profile, right? I think it's not bad. It's okay for now. Although we can go back to our edit mode and we can further fix this, but for now it's fine. If we increase the lines to 20, it's gonna get it's gonna get much smoother, right? So once we're done with this, let's just convert this into a mesh. Now if we press the edit, so we can see what our profile looks like. It is okay for now. Let's select all and shade smooth. Similarly, let's go back to our vertices. Let's go to normals and auto smooth, which is going to help us with our smoothness. And let's go to modifiers and let's add a solidify modifier into it, so that we have a small amount of thickness. And let's add control to a subdivision modifier. Let's apply both of them, and this is our final prepared cup, right? I think it's not bad. For now, let's just give it a go. Let's press 3 and we'll be back to our front view. Now for the handles, we're going to be we'll be using a Bezier curves. So Bezier and Shift and Z, Shift and Y, and rotate Y 90 degrees and edit. So G and Z, G and Y. Excuse me for that, please. G and Z. Similarly, G and Z and rotate and GY and GZ. And let's just rotate this by complete 180. GY, GZ. And let's scale it down a little bit. Alright, so let's go to extrude and rotate and another extrude and GY. So before we further fix this, let's first of all go to the settings and let's give it a geometry and let's give it a thickness, which is can help us with our profile, right? We can even use this part and we can set a profile for this. So I think it's not bad. Now let's, if we fix this by after giving it the thickness, so it becomes a bit easier. All right, so rotate and rotate again, and we need another vertex between both of them, so subdivide, and we have another vertex, and now let's scale it down. So Alt and S. There's a difference between normal S and Alt and S. Alt and S is it's gonna scale down your mesh, all right? There's a difference between both of them. So in this case, we'll be using the Alt S and not the normal S. So Alt S again. This part right here is a bit slender. So Alt S and rotate and GZ. Similarly, Alt S and GZ. Scale it down. GY, GZ. And let's even add another one in the middle of that. Subdivide. So now Alt S and we have more control, right? Alt S, rotate, GZ and GY. I think it's fine for now. Let's go with this. I think the profile is not bad, right? It's okay. And let's press 3. So now once that is done, now let's convert this into convert to mesh. All right, so shade smooth and all right, so the profile is fine for now. Let's just go with this. Now let's select both of them and let's just join up so that in edit mode we can access both. Alright, so now let's go to our edge selection mode, Alt S, and let's press F to close that, which is, it would give it a face. Similarly, Alt S and face, that's okay. And let's just start bridging. Alright, so let's go to 3, which is our face selection mode. Alright, once both of them are selected, now you can just space and BRIDGE, so bridge. So that is the bridge that we have made. I think that's perfect for now. Let's just do the same thing above. So guys, this is our final prepared model. It looks quite, I think, acceptable and good. Our extrusions are to the point, our bridge is to the point, and although our model is extremely dense, that's not how it should be. But for this video, we're going to just leave it this way so that our final render is more than perfect. And check our model out. I think I'm quite happy with the work I have done. So now let's quickly, we're gonna add the circle, which is gonna be our black coffee, and scale to make it bigger. Let's go to 7, which is the top view, and all right, G and Z, and 7 and scale. Okay, so let's go to our edit, and let's press 1 for the vertices. Let's select all by A. Let's go to extrusion, and let's press the right click to cancel that command. Let's press scale and 0, and it's going to be scaled. Alright, so that's how we make a black coffee surface above our coffee. So now let's quickly go to the shading. Let's select um, the coffee cup, and let's give it a new material. Let's give it a diffuse BSDF. At the same time, let's add a glossy BSDF, and let's again add a mix shader. Let's put that, and let's give it or let's just give it a red, um, and let's play with the values a little bit. So 0.150, that's fine. And let's go to our render settings, and let's change this to cycles. And let's go to denoise. Let's write 1000 for the color management, which is extremely important for our renders. I think standard and high contrast, this is going to do the trick. So GPU compute, and let's go to the black coffee. Let's add a new material. Let's press shift A, and image texture. Let's connect that, and open. Let's go to desktop, EBR, texture materials, and let's bring this in. Alright, let's do the same steps again. PBR. Okay, and now let's go to our UV editing. So let's material preview, and let's select the circle, and let's go to edit mode. Let's press all, and let's go to U, and let's go to unwrap. So how about we go to 7, and press U again, and unwrap. I think this is much better, isn't it? So there, we have different unwrap options, so I think you guys should experiment it by yourself. In my case, I'm just going to leave it that, and now we have to make sure that our UV is on the point. I think that's fine. And let's quickly go to layout. So let's delete this empty object, and let's press A and plane, and S6, we scale it 6 times. Let's go to S8 or 7, oops, shift plane, and S7, S7, alright. And let's go to our edit mode. Let's press 2 for the edge selection. Let's click this edge and extrude to the z-axis. Let's again click this and these edges. Control B to bevel. Let's add in our loops. All right, for the lightning, we are gonna go to the light, and we're gonna change this to an area light. Okay, so G and Z, and we'll give it this blue sort of a color, and Shift Z and Y, and Shift T to point the direction right here. Similarly, Shift Z and X, and Shift T to point it right here. Let's decrease the power by this to 250. Nope, from 200. And for this light, let's move it a bit down. So let's give it a blue color. In this case, even usually that's how lights are, so we don't want it to be exactly white. And let's decrease that to 500. Nope, that's not nice. 800. Let's press 0, and this is our camera, so let's press N and go to view and camera. So now wherever we move, and the camera is gonna move. So, and let's go to our render settings, 1080 even for this, much better. And so this is how the coffee cup is made. Now the concepts are clear. All right, now the more time you spend on this, and the better it is gonna get. I want you guys to experiment with this, but the overall concepts are the same. All right, the overall, once you get the concept, so then you can experiment it by yourself, and you can get the proper results. And I think I'm even gonna add a small I'm going to be creative with this part, so I'm going to include the final render after the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this modeling video. This was my first video inside Blender, and my name is Arslan. I'm a civil engineer and a 3D designer and a visualizer, and I hope our journey ahead is going to be fun. So thank you for watching.